I got but sing, sing, sing. I guess the only thing to keep me from blowing my top is to sing, sing, sing. I'm gonna sing a little song that has a rockin' beat. I'm gonna sing, 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 sing. Instead of telling my troubles to the friends I'm meet, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. Everybody sing, throw away your troubles. Let's be happy again. Let's shout hallelujah. Sing your blues away. If you feel downhearted, join me in my song and tell the blues so long. Well, if you wanna be a happy, sing a happy song. Come on and sing, sing, sing. Everything will be right that you thought was wrong if you sing, sing, sing. When your best friend steals your clothes from you.
I just want to say welcome everybody, and thank you so much for coming to share our book launch with us. We're thrilled that you're all here, and we're quite overwhelmed with the response. Actually, this started as a quite small little press launch. We decided it'd be fun to have some of the musicians playing, and it just turned into being heard. So we're thrilled. I've seen so many, well, legendary faces in the audience. We've got lots of legends on the stage, as you'll see, as you already know. We've got two very special legends in the audience. Bill Duff from Festival Records, and of course Bill Armstrong from Armstrong Studios, and both of these gentlemen, we're honoured that you're here and thrilled that you're here. Both of these gentlemen were very, very integral in the 60s, and those of you that were there know. I was a little bit later. Anyway, we're thrilled to launch our book, which was written by David Pepperell and Colin Talot, journalists and rock writers from the 70s, and in my opinion, two of the best experts there are in the world of music. So it's been a real thrill for me to be the publisher of this book with my old dear friend David Tenenbaum from Melbourne Books, without whom this would not have been possible, and Warner Brothers for agreeing to do the CD, which is a compliment to our book. Anyway, we hope you have a wonderful afternoon. We've certainly enjoyed putting this together. Anyway, have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you so much. And David Pepperell is now going to have a chat to you. Bye. Thanks.
Good evening, music lovers and book lovers as well, I hope. Thank you very much for coming to this wonderful night. I was thinking about the 60s, and I had two thoughts regarding quotes and songs. One song that I really think typifies the decade and really means a lot to very many of us here who were there is Living in a Child's Dream, written by Mick Bauer for the Masters Apprentices. And why I think that is that's what we were doing. We were living in a child's dream. We had some crazy idea that the world was going to change, it was going to be better, there was going to be no war, there was going to be no hatred. It was probably a bit naive at the time, but it was a good time to think those kind of things. And we had big revolutions, we had men with long hair and girls with short skirts, and colour and light and music that was incomparable. I always get really annoyed when I hear that old chestnut attributed to Paul Kantner of the Jefferson Airplane, when he says, if you can remember the 60s, you weren't there. I totally disagree with that. I remember everything from the 60s. They were a wonderful time. Everything that is now comes from then, and despite things that have fallen back, etc., the world's a different place for that time. Okay? Enjoy the concert, enjoy these wonderful artists. Okay, so first off on this wonderful concert is Ronnie Charles with Woman, You're Breaking Me.
I've been I joined the group in 1966 and we recorded that one in 67 and went on and won the Battle of the Sounds with that one. And lucky for us, it was in the top 10 of the week of the finals. So that did us a great favour, got us off to England. And another band that came along during that period were the Wild Cherries, and they introduced a very famous lead guitar player, Mr. Lobby Lloyd, who just departed the Wild, what are they called? The Purple Hearts with Mick Hadley. Anyway, here's Danny. Danny Robinson, darling.
let me tell you something about this next song. I was lucky enough about 10 years ago to perform this song at the Palais with this guy, and it gave me goosebumps, seriously. And at rehearsal last Thursday, it gave me goosebumps again. So I hope it does the same to you. Please, big hand for Ross D. Wiley.
Mr. Rovided. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I did ask the MD, one Nick Hamilton, if I could just have a few words before I did try and sing for you.
And I said no, but he said he's going to do it
But
anyway.
I'm going to do it anyway. Because basically I'm the star. The 71-year-old bloody star. Hey, now, seriously, we were talking about the 60s before, and somebody said, if you can remember it, you weren't there. Well, I disagree. Because it was full of drugs, sex. I was no girls. Come on, own up, climbing up the bloody into the hotels and motel. Yeah. It's still the same today. You would not believe what is behind stage in the band room. Ronnie Charles has got one of those little briefcases like Johnny. I love all the
Here's a song by Camp Act. Chris Stockley's going to kick this little lead riff off. It's called I'm Your Puppet. Stage and all these guys, most of whom I've known for most of my life, which is dating them as well as me. Chris Stockley, of course, was in Camp Act. Nick Hamilton, I think we met each other at first year of high school when we were 12 years old. All right?
You might have been 12, I was younger than that.
Thank you, maybe 11, okay, whatever it was. You could be right there. Gary Young back on the drums, done lots of gigs with Gary, wrote a few albums, Nick and I and all other people. Fantastic. Wayne Duncan, known him for just about as long. We had a band in the 70s called The Living Legends, a KGB band originally, and that was a great band. I think in retrospect, because I heard some tapes the other day and I sounded real good. Actually, it was a CD I heard.
Hey, say something nice about me.
I will. David N. Pepperell. What can you say that hasn't already been said? I've got to say, the songwriter on this was Hans Poulsen, who had left the band by the time we recorded it, but had come back to sing harmonies on the thing. And wherever he is tonight, I'd like to sing one out to him, because he was a great songwriter and underappreciated. We had so many good songs by him back in those days, and we squandered the opportunity, really.
1, 2, 1, 2.
What's the matter with you, girl? Rachel, what's the matter with you, girl? It's that time. What's the matter with you? Rachel, what's the matter with you? Don't you think it's high time to work out our lives? Rachel, what's wrong? Rachel, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. It's high time to work out our lives. Rachel, what's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. I've been in love with you so long. Yeah, I've been in love with you. I didn't think that was wrong. Rachel, what's the matter with you? Rachel, what's the matter with you? Don't you think it's that time to work out our lives? Rachel, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Rachel, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Rachel, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Rachel, what's wrong? Thank you so much.
Went from Tacoma, where I lived, to the Mooney Ponds Rock, and when I got there, they wouldn't let me in because I wasn't wearing a tie. It took me about an hour and a half to go. I said, what would I want to wear a tie at Mooney Ponds Rock for? Then they looked like they were going to belt me up, so I said, oh, I understand. I got it. Okay, you need a tie here. And
Borrow mine, David.
I missed Bobby and Laurie that night. But here we are with Bobby Bright, the wonderful, the sensational, with maybe the Melbourne total tune, I Belong With You.
When I hear a love song, I know where I belong. Oh, I belong with you. And when I'm holding your hand, I turn into wonderland. Oh, yeah, I belong with you. It's pulling me down. And I know that very soon I'll be there, standing right by your side. Oh, I know. Whenever I feel low, I belong with you. Sleeping lakes. I stroll in the avenue, and I know that very soon I'll be there, standing right by your side. Oh, I know. Whenever I feel alone, I belong with you. Yeah, I belong with you. I belong with you. Thank you. That song was recorded right in the middle of that dance floor there. Thanks to Mr. Bill Armstrong, who's here somewhere. Thanks again. See you later.
As a few people have said, there's a lot of people not with us anymore, so we're doing a few songs just dedicated to and as a tribute to some of those people who aren't here. And you don't need to say much about the Master's Apprentices, really. They feature several times in this book, and rightly so, and without tribute to Jimmy Keys, is Dan Robinson.
Yeah, it's a privilege and a pleasure to sing this song for Jimmy.
Okay, one, two,
See the windows of the greenhouse, they're painted yellow like the dogs. See the child who sits in wonder at this brightly colored scene. See the clown who makes the children laugh as he spins around and shows them all his tricks. Oh, how I wish I were a little boy again, living in a child's dream. See the mountains made of ice cream, cherries started on their slopes, and over there's a chocolate tree trunk, and leaves hanging from the bough. See a clown who makes the children laugh as he spins around and shows them all his tricks. Oh, how I wish I were a little boy again, living in a child's dream. Tales of good things is what a child will dream all day. And when he's young he has no reason to cry for someone gone away. See the clown who makes the children laugh as he spins around and shows them all his tricks. Oh, how I wish I were a little boy again, living in a child's dream. Thank you. Dan Robinson. And another one of our real original, one-off originals. Ronnie Charles is going to come and do a little tribute for the loved one, Jerry Humphries.
Thank you, very nice. Now look, the reason I chose this one is we were managed, our manager also managed the loved ones, and I spent 15 years in London from about 19 after the group broke up, and I saw a bit of Jerry in his later years, and of all the loved ones songs, this was his favourite, so I won't introduce it, you'll recognise it.
Where you find it, oh baby, please be gone. My world is ended, but baby, understand. I want so very hard for you to be with a loving man. Forget everything, oh, everything like that.
Jerry.
Yeah. Keith Glass again, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Not exactly a comp there, but whatever. Well, it's you might have read we had special guest on this thing tonight. I want to tell you something about the special guest. I've known him since I was 14, and I believe he was 13 at the time. The first time I ever met him was under a seat at a jazz dance. I think it was called Opus. Maybe somewhere else. He can correct me when he gets up. It doesn't matter. So he started up a little band. They were called the Pink Finks. You may remember them. And the 14-year-old Ross Hannaford, the not so much older lead singer, and a few other guys, and they were pretty good little band, pretty good little big band. And it took off like a rocket. Version of Louie Louie. I'm about to tell you who it is. He's about to come out on the stage and perform it for you right now. His name is Ross Wilson.
Yeah, Pink Finks, you know, like this, who would ever have thought that I'd be singing a Pink Finks song 50 fucking years later? But it's the karma, because I tell you what, there's so many versions of Louie Louie, and we didn't actually know the words because I think we picked it up from listening to the Rising Suns. And we couldn't work out the words from the Kingsmen's version. And it wasn't until 1970 I heard the original version by Richard Berry, who is now one of my idols, and realised what the real words were, and felt so much shame that I vowed never to sing the Pink Finks lyrics again, until forced to by Keith Glass, Karen, a few other people today, because they put us in their book. And so the Pink Finks version, we made like a garage record. We didn't have a record contract. We said, oh, we'll just make a record. Went down to Crest Studios in Waverley Grove. So one take, no overdubs, and totally wrong lyrics. It's in the key of F. And we're going to...
now he tells
it's got a fast bit in the middle. Shit house lyrics. Even played really bad harmonica like it.
Oswells and folks, Mr. Pink Fingered Song.
Here's one of our illustrious authors back.
Well, honestly, how good was that? Next act is someone, I've got to look at my list now. The next act is, well, I'm just pretending not to know, the major artist of the 60s. The greatest pop singer Australia has ever seen. A man who has had so many hits and is still beautiful, young, gorgeous, spectacular. And he's just down there, Mr. Normie Rowe!
Don't touch the silver things. While I'm doing this little story. Side stage, Festival Hall, 1966, just before we go into London. And the guitarist's wife, Cheryl, comes up to Billy, the guitarist. Stan Roper's out the front saying, and here they are, Normie Rowe and play, blah, blah, blah. And all the girls are screaming. And Cheryl comes up and says, Billy, all those silver things at the end of your guitar were crooked, so I straightened them up for you. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we start, this is the very place where you're standing in this auditorium here where this next song was recorded 50 years ago this year. Sitting over the corner here is the man who engineered that song and probably the most important person in recording in Australia, in the history of recording, because it was around his hub that the entire recording industry developed, Mr. Bill Armstrong. Bill Armstrong engineered and then controlled the knobs of all my songs in those days, but he also did it for Bobby and Laurie. And the band this evening was under the control of Mr. Mick Hamilton.
Control, eh?
All right, here we go. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible. It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible ain't necessarily so. Moses was found in a stream. Moses was found in a stream. Saved from the water by old Pharaoh's daughter. Moses was found in a stream. That pulse you're feeling in the back there has been behind Normie and the Playboys since 1963. The guy over the back, when I was 13 years old going to high school at Northcote High, would pick me up in his 1959 Ford Zephyr and take me to band practice at Johnny Chester and the Chessman's place. Can you imagine today if somebody came by a high school and picked a 13-year-old kid up? Where are you, Gil Matthews? Gil Matthews usually yells out, yeah, Rolf Harris. But that's Gil. You ready?
it's been a great pleasure to be here with you this afternoon to launch this book. Whatever you do, don't go home without one. If you didn't bring enough money with you, it's okay. They've got an EFTPOS machine over there. If you can't do that, look for it in the bookstores, because it really is a remarkable piece of history, and most of that history started right here in Melbourne. One gentleman we should remember very much for what happened here in Melbourne, because before this man and his offsider, Julian Jova, came up with the idea of having a television show from this town called The Go Show, there was no exposure for young Australian musicians and singers, songwriters. And because of The Go Show, they started off with about 6 people in the first show, and ended up in the first 3 or 4 years of its operation creating what we know as an entire industry, The Go Show. And the man I'm talking about is Mr. Dennis Smith. Dennis. Original producer of The Go Show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we do close, we really need to pay homage to some of the wonderful people who have gone before us and left the planet too early, you know. I mean, I could sit here and name as many as I could remember, but they would all, perhaps, there would be 1 or 2 missing, and I would be remiss. And there are 2 really pivotal members of the entertainment industry, the contemporary music industry in Australia, who, without them, I'm quite sure there would be a different landscape today. And those 2 people are Mr. Johnny O'Keefe and, of course, the little king himself, Mr. William Thorpe. Billy Thorpe. They were, in their own right, remarkable and original, and were able to create for us something to live our lives by, sort of a soundtrack. We'd like to pay homage to them with by inviting everybody you've seen today on the stage to sing 2 of the most amazing songs ever recorded in Australia. Come on, everybody! What do you want me to name everybody by name? Is it? Bobby Bryant, Heath Barr, and that's all. No more. Lonnie Charles, ladies and gentlemen, what a singer!
They're all having me.
By the way, the guy playing drums before for me is 73 years old.
Yeah, he looks it, doesn't he?
That's not me.
She comes on like a rose. Everybody knows she'll get you in love. You can learn, but you better not. She's crazy. She really do you in. Her get under your skin. calamine lotion, scratch me like a owl. The minute you start to mess around.
The man who started it all in this country.
Stage today. All these guys you can see: Bobby Bright, Normie Rowe, John Rupert, Buddy England, Keith Glass, Ross Wiley, Ronnie Charles, Dan Robinson, who had to go home and give some insulin to his old dog. Who else? Who else was here? Tony Barber. Yeah, everybody that was here today. Great show, yeah? I said Ross. Ross is there.
Great show and a great venue, thank you.
And I just want to thank the guys that came and played today. On keyboards, Johnny Grant. On bass and drums, the legendary rhythm section of Wayne Duncan and Gary Young from the Rondells, from Danny Cool.
What an engine room.
And the legendary, another legend from Axiom from Campak. The Dingoes. Chris Stockley.
Stockley C. Mason.
And I've been Mick Hamilton. Thank you. See you all later.
Good night, God bless.
There is no more.
Customer, you'll find a love that's true if you sing, sing, sing. Everybody sing away your troubles. Let's be happy and gay. Let's shout hallelujah.